kicker Brandon McManus about ready to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a former most valuable player in the National Football League, the always dangerous Lamar Jackson. Jackson throwing on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. That is caught. Taking it right down Broadway. It's a big play there for Miami. 61 yards.
It's early, but a natural cliche word here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. In this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Peterson will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
Like what we saw right there, good running down near the goal line, because that was a really good drive. They were able to possess the ball, have some early success moving it downfield, and then clearly the most important thing, finishing things off with the ball in the end zone.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So pretty interesting. They get the opening drive touchdown. They wanted a little more. They were looking for 8, maybe something they thought about before the game started, I would imagine.
I think you're right about that. That's discussed in your staff meeting. A decision is made. I think the head coach has to blueprint it and say, yes, let's go ahead and do that. In this case, though, let's give some credit to the guys on defense. They gave up the touchdown, but found a way to regroup and keep them out of the end zone for the 2-point play.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a 4-time Super Bowl champion elected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame back in the year 2000. This is Joe Montana. Here's a man who spent 7 seasons in a Dolphin uniform, Ricky Williams. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. Now 2nd and 9. Again, it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They will look to throw. Montana, he's got his target. That's complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Ray Lewis up from his linebacker spot to make the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Here's Montana to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Montana. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. Saquon Barkley deep to return. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They start the drive with Peterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 6-0 our score after one. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it second down and 12. Up the middle, it's Peterson. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. They need 12 here. It's third down. Here's Peterson. He's got it on the draw. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Vincent Jackson, 79 yards. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. So their second touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, they're only up 12-0. 1 extra point on the other side can ultimately beat you if they score twice.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Williams going to get it again on second down. Trucks over him. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now Montana. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And taken right at the 35. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Now Vincent Jackson gearing up to head back out there on the offensive side of things. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
Well, this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. Now third down and 7. Again, Peterson. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Joe Montana here going to the air on first down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. To throw is Montana. And that one too wide and incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. And that is no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
I'd say that it's fair to say nothing has gone right in this first half for them. Even here, you've got a chance to at least get on the board, but that goes by the wayside. And now, this coaching staff, they've got to figure out some way to wake this team up at halftime to get them going.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you.
Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Well, the Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On second down, Williams. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Operating out of the gun, here's Montana. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 46, here's second down and 5. Now back to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go play action with Montana. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time Gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. They run again with Peterson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Miami, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Oh, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a 1st down.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Peterson. And he'll have the Dolphins 1st down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4, 2nd down coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't...
Adrian Peterson down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Adrian Peterson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
So the 2-point conversion trend continues, at least as far as trying those goes. They've attempted them after all 3 touchdowns, CD, and converted now 2 of them.
They're not just dipping their toe in the water, are they? I mean, they're committed to going for 2 points. And 2 out of 3, now with a 22-0 lead. In a sense, they're a little bit ahead of the curve because normally it would be 21, wouldn't it?
And with the way their defense is playing, I don't know if it matters if they do convert any of these.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And Denver getting set to take the field.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They run over center with Peterson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Carry number 20 now for Peterson. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Adrian Peterson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the 4th quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Denver's offense ready to go again.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now inside the 25, Justin Jefferson.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
McManus's point after is good, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, so the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game,